Okay, guys. So guys, we will continue our discussion and we will complete the example today. So in our last session yesterday, we have discussed right this order listing page where we will provide the list of order purchased by the customer with the options to download the invoice. Second, we have also discussed this page. You can see this is your cart page where whatever products you have added into the cart, that list will be displayed here. Also, you have the options to increase and decrease the quantity of the product, as well as you can also remove the item altogether from the cart. So that functionality we have also provided here. Here, here it is going to calculate the price dynamically. So here, once you increase and decrease the quantity, automatically the item line total as well as the grand total, this value is also going to be updated. And for this thing, we have written some client side JavaScript code. Now, now what is next? Next, we are going to implement this payment page. Right? Within this payment page, it is going to show the order number, whatever the amount, and what payment method you need to integrate, right? And this is what we have simulating. So if the payment option is credit card, then payment is going to be successful. If it is PayPal, payment is going to be failed. And if it is what I can say, if it is COD or you can say cash on delivery, payment is going to be in pending state. So next, what we need to do, we need to create this order page. So now, if you go to this order controller, so we have discussed this thing, right? We have discussed the index page. For index page, whatever the data is required, that what we are fetching and providing to the right, what I can say, to the view. This is my create page, which is going to create a view. And for the create page, the list of a product you can consider this is the data what I'm fetching from the cart and providing this data to the view. This is my read what I can say. This is my create method create post action method, which is going to validate the user ID or you can say customer ID from the claim. Then it is going to create a order number. By default, the order status is going to be in pending state, validating each order item, whether the order item is available in the database, other or secondly, whether the quantity is a positive number or not. I mean, if the quantity is greater than zero and if the product is available in the database, then only we are creating one order item or you can say line item, and that is what we have. Now what I need to do, I need to display the payment details. For displaying the payment details, right, this is the page what we are going to do. So for this page, what is the order number, what is the order amount, and this is my drop down list. So this information is required. So for this purpose, what I'm doing, I'm fetching the order information. Customer ID is not required. And once I got the order information, I'm storing that order information in a view bag and I'm calling the view. So instead of a view bag, right, you can also create a payment view model, and inside that payment view model, whatever the data is required, that data you can pass, and you can also write what I can say. For example, instead of this one, right? So can I use a payment view model? Yes, you can. So you just need to fetch the data, then store the data in the payment view model, pass that payment view model to the corresponding view, and in the view, fetch the data from the payment view model. Okay, let us try to implement this. First, let me create the view, and then I'll show you how to convert that into a view model. So let me go ahead. So this is what I have created. So this is my payment method. So in this case, you can see I'm using order, right? Whatever the data is there, those data I'm fetching from the viewer and converting that into a model of this type. So in this case, right, this is what I'm using, and from this model, right, I'm fetching the data. So now, do I need to pass the complete order object to this view? Not required. So is there any other option or a better approach? Is there? Yes, available. So let us proceed and see how we can do this. So instead of using this, ideally, whenever you are creating any method, right? You need to create the corresponding view model for the corresponding view. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a view model. Let's give the name as a payment view model. So in the payment view model, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one variable, payment right, public integer. One is order ID. Another one is public string order number. And another one is public decimal order amount. So these are the three things that what I'm taking, right? I'm putting in my view model. So this is my view model, which is taking the order ID, order number, and the order amount. And this view model I want to use within my view. So if I want to use this view model, then what changes I need to do? First of all, right? What changes I need to do? I need to go to here at the rate. Let's tell me model equals to my payment view model. But this payment view model, it is available in a different namespace, not on the model's namespace. Right? So what I need to do, I need to provide the fully qualified name. So this is going to my model. So, so once you have created this view model, next what you need to do, guys? Now, this order number, whatever I'm displaying here, can I get this order number from my model data order number? So whatever the order amount I'm showing here, can I display this using model dot rate instead of a total amount? What property we have created here? Order amount. So instead of order amount, let's give this name as total amount. So I'm going to use this total amount. Then and again, what I need to do? I need to check if the model is having some value, then only fetch and display the amount. The next one is I'm going to store this order ID in a hidden field. So what I'm doing here, value is coming from the model dot order ID. Clear? And this is my payment method, and this payment method is going to be submitted. And while submitting the data, this order ID, along with this order ID, if you want to store the order number and all this thing, then that is also possible. How? Now what I'm doing here, please observe, I'm creating two hidden field. One is for the order number, that what I'm storing here. So this is my hidden field. Second one is order payment amount, total amount, that what I'm storing. So that what I can store here. But again, do I need this information, order ID and total amount while processing the payment? Is this two information is required? Yes or no? Or only this is order ID along with what is the payment method selected that is required,
We need amount also.
right? So if that is what your requirement, then what you can do is set this order number, right? You can make this as a nullable type, and total amount definitely it is going to be right. What I can say, it is going to be a decimal type of value, so not required. So now with these changes, what I can do is, so I can simply remove these two hidden field, not required, and then what I can say, I can use this payment view model. Now this statement is not required, and you can use this payment view model as the model for your rate method. So instead of rate fetching this one first default, then what I need to do, I need to apply the, let's tell me. So as no tracking dot select, right? Dot select. So payment, the order such that new payment view model, and within this payment view model, what information I need to set? Guys, tell me. Order ID equals to order ID. Next, order number equals to this. Next, total amount equals to this. Then master default where order ID equals to this. Clear, guys?
That's great.
Right? And then what I need to do? So this order, instead of calling order, so you can call this as the right variable payment view model. And this is, if this payment view model equals to null, this is, otherwise what you need to do, you can pass this payment view model as a, right, what I can say, object, I mean model to the view, corresponding view. Clear? Yes or no?
Agree.
Right. Next, what you need to do? Next, in this case, instead of accepting this, right, another thing what I need to do within the payment view model, I'm going to store one method or one string variable, and that string variable name is going to be payment method. That's what I'm storing here. And this payment method, right, it's basically here you can see whatever the name I provided, that name is going to be payment method, right? So whatever the name I provided for the select element, the same name I need to provide here. That is going to be payment method. And this cannot be empty. So in this case, this is going to be required field. This is going to be required field. These two are required. Decimal, by default, it is going to be 0, which I don't need to validate. Order number, I don't need to validate. Only order ID and payment is required to be validated. So that is what I have provided. So yeah, this is done. Next, what I need to do, I can use this payment view model as the model of this method. Payment view model. Then in this case, what I need to do, this is going to be payment view model dot order ID. And here what I need to do, payment view model dot payment method dot to lawyer equals to clear. Similarly, here, clear, guys. And here what I need to do, order dot, no, sorry, payment view model dot clear. Any question, guys? What changes we have done? Okay. So we have created one model. So what I need to do, so we need to create this view model. So what is the name? Payment view model. So let me give this payment view model name here. And whatever the, Clear, guys, what we have done here,
That's clear.
right? So basically, uh, instead of passing the data using a view get, now we are using a view model. Whatever the data is required, those data we are fetching and we are filtering this, right? Now, now what I need to do, I need to process the payment. For processing the payment, we are already discussing this payment simulator. So based on the payment method, automatically it is creating the payment status and the order status. So these things are going to be updated and right, and then this PDF functionality is already placed. Now, next what I need to do, once the order is placed, right, we need to display this page. And this place, it can have a different status. Order can have a different status, like order confirmation, failed, and a pending pages. So different status are there. Accordingly, we need to replace this message, right? And for that purpose, we are having this order placed method. So this order place method is going to display. So for this method, right, what I'm doing, I'm fetching the order information from the database and including the order items and the product, including the payment information, and finally I'm passing that to order object, right, order model to the corresponding view. Now let me go ahead and add the view. So this is going to my order placed view. I'll update this rate views and all this thing, and then later I will share the updated document. That is the reason why as I am changing right few things within the documentation. So that is the reason why I have not provided the document yesterday. So once I complete the example, then only the updated document I am going to share with you. So next what I'm going to do, I'm going to create my order placed view. So this is my view. So here you can see I'm applying some kind of header message, sub message, header background color and a text, total text class, right? So basically there are a different color I have provided. So basically what exactly it means this color, background color, this color, right, going to be changed based on the status of the order. For example, if the order status is completed, if the order status is completed, so this order placed a successful message I'm going to display. And thank you for your purchase. This message I'm going to display. So here you can see order placed and thank you for your message. So this is for success. If the order is cancelled, then what status we need to display? Order cancelled. We are sorry, your order has been cancelled. Similarly, if order other than this means order is pending state, and here it is awaiting payment confirmation. So this message I'm showing. And again, that header message I'm going to display in a different color. And this is total text class, right? Total text class means this total amount that is going to be displayed in yellow color, in green color, sorry, this color as well as in red color. So yellow color when it is pending, this is the successful, and red color that is what read when the order is being cancelled. So different status, different header message, different sub header message. That is the reason why based on the status I have created the corresponding variable. Clear?
That's clear.
Right now once this is clear, then next what I need to do, I need to use this header message, header sum message, order summary, what is the order number, what is the order date, what is the order status, what is the order total amount, right? This is my product quantity, quantity, unit price, total amount, all this information I have provided. And at the end I have provided what few button, right, to view the invoice as well as to, so this view invoice is nothing but your, right, what I can say, download invoice. And then this is going to be my back to order screen. Now in this case, right, currently you can see I have not provided the payment confirmation message, right? Payment information I have not provided. If you want to include another section for the payment details, you can also include, right? So that is what up to you. So this is what I have provided, right, for the order placed successfully message. That means this is the message that what it is going to display. And at the same time, this is the, right, what I can say, confirmation email will be sent to the Confirmation mail in the sense based on the your order status. If it is completed, if it is failed, if it is pending, whatever the status, accordingly that email is going to be sent, and that invoice it is going to send as an attachment. Clear? Clear, guys?
That's
So this
clear.
is all right. This is all about our right orders controller, and we have already discussed how to generate PDF and how the email subject, how the email body is going to be stored, how you can send the email. These things already we have discussed in our yesterday session. Now, now what is we are going to do is next, right? We are going to manage the admin template. So for sending the PDF, we want to generate some kind of a PDF template, and this PDF template is going to be generated by the admin user only. So in this case, you can see this is the invoice template page. From this page, whatever in templates you have already. So instead of saying invoice template, better to say templates, because not only I'm going to send invoice related email, but I can prepare the PDF for other thing also, other mean customer registration. So that pending payment related invoice, right? Whatever invoice, right, the template you want to send, right? That what you can, but ideally giving invoice template doesn't make any sense. So you can go with and provide a different name. But giving, okay, going with this invoice template is also fine, right? Not an issue. So here you can see this create newer template button is there, edit and delete button is there. When you click on the create, it will allow you to create a new invoice template. When you click on edit, it will allow you to edit the existing. When you click on delete, it is going to delete the invoice template. Before deleting, it is going to provide this confirmation message. So let us proceed and understand this, right? So first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create my view model. So the view model is going to be invoice template view model. So let me first go ahead and create my view model. So this is going to my invoice template view model. So for whatever data is required for the view, those information it is going to store. Now you can see for creating the invoice, right? What data I need? I need the template name. I need a template type drop down list and the stable content. So that is what I'm doing. This is my ID, which is going to be auto generated template name, HTML content, and this is going to be the template type. So the template type we have changed. So this is going to be my template type. So let me copy this information, put it here. Next, this template type, right, guys? Remember, this template in invoice template view model is going to be used by both, right? What I can say, edit view. This is also going to be used by the create view. Both are going to use this one, and this is going to be the model for the create and edit view. So next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create my template controller. That the template controller is going to use this template view model. So let me go ahead and create my controller. So this is going to my template controller. And guys, remember this controller can only be accessed by the admin user, not non-admin user. They cannot access. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check this. Okay, now. So this is my, I have changed the name. So this is going to my templates. So first of all, whatever all templates are available, that what we need to paste, and that what I right we need to pass to the corresponding view. So this is nothing by I'm fetching all the available templates which are already available. That means for this page. So this is the existing data that what I'm fetching from my templates table and passing that to the view for rendering purpose. This is my create view model. So for create view model, I'm not passing any data. I'm simply passing this invoice template view model empty object, and that is going to be created this view, right? So once the data is submitted, that data is going to be submitted to this invoice template view model. So we will accept that this ID is not required while creating. We will take the template name, we'll take the HTML content. This template name is the hard-coded one, which is going to be provided by the user. For example, in this case, right, if you see, so this is going to be my template name, and this is going to my drop down list, which is going to be a read selected. So this is custom name, this is the selected name, and this is the HTML content. So these three things I'm going to take. This is the custom name, this is the content, and this is the drop down list. So now, so once I have this information, I will check whether the data is valid. If the data is valid, then what I need to do next? Next, I need to create an instance of my template class, right? So why I'm getting this error? What is the model name? So this is my template, which in which namespace this is available within this order invoice system that models namespace. So first of all, let me go ahead and bring that namespace, right? So now you can see I'm creating an instance of my template, whatever the name, whatever the content, whatever the type created on, and here we are specifying whatever the user identity name. If that is available, definitely it will be there. Why? Because in the account controller, if you look at the login method, we are already right storing the name identifier, whatever the customer name, that name it is going to store. So for that purpose I'm using this name. If it is not available, then it is going to use the identity. So once we create the template name, then that template I need to add into my templates collection and finally call the step changes method. This is my edit method. So I will take the ID as input parameter. First of all, based on the ID, I will paste the data from the database. So once I paste the data, I will check whether the template is available. If it is available, that is fine. Right, otherwise, I will return this not found error. If it is available, then what I need to do, I need to create an invoice template view model. Not only setting the template type, content, template name, but also I'm setting the ID, because based on this ID, I'm going to edit the data. So, and then once I prepare the data, I'm sending this data to the corresponding view so that the data is going to be displayed in editable format. And then this is my edit post action method, which is going to handle the actual edit operation. I mean, whenever you edit the data and click on the update template method, so this is the action method which is going to update the data. So again, before updating, first of all, we need to say, right, whatever the ID provided by the user for updation, is this available in the database? Yes, available. Then proceed. No, not available. Return this not found error. If it is available, then what I need to do? If it is available, then please update the name, content type, template type, and also this time not the created date or created by. Please provide the value for the updated date and the updated by. And then make these changes permanently into the database and redirect it to the index page. So this is my delete method, which is going to take the template ID. Based on the ID, first it will fetch the data from the database. If the data is not available, return not found. If it is available, pass this data to the corresponding view, which is going to render the data. So this data it is going to display. Once the user click on the delete button, then this post method is going to be invoked. This post method, first of all, it is going to check whether the template available in the database. If it is available, right, then please remove this template from the database. And then when you call this changes method, so at this point of time, this object is going to be marked with a deleted state. And when you call the changes method, that deleted state entity, it is going to delete from the database. Clear? Clear, guys?
Sir, one doubt. Sir, where we
Yes.
are validating if only admin can access this? I missed, I think.
So that validation I'm not providing here. That validation
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
providing here because that is you know how to implement. You just tell me how to make sure that this controller can only be accessed by the admin. How you can do this?
We can use attribute authorize.
That is what you can use. So currently we are not providing any role-based authentication. So that's what you can provide. So for example, I decorated this method is authorized attribute. So that means one, now this action method cannot be accessed by non-authorized user. So along with this authorized attribute, next what you need to do, you need to provide that roles attribute, right? Roles property, policy name property, right? How you are implementing validation, that's what you need to provide. And that's what you already know. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
right? So for
No,
that
in
purpose, what?
starting you told that's why I asked. Like you
Yeah.
told me
So
I'm
so
using
that
the
is
name
what.
as
See,
admin. That
exactly. Exactly. That is what I'm going to provide in the right view. View in the sense, right, wherever I'm going to provide the view, right, I mean the link to manage this option. At that time, I'm going to check whether the user is a admin or, I mean, based on the name, I'm going to decide whether I need to show that link or not. If the user is an admin, please show the link so that he can perform the operation. And that is what I'm going to perform, right, based on the what I can say name. So in this case, you can say I'm having multiple customer. So if the customer name is right, email is this one, then only go and allow this template controller to be accessed by the user. Otherwise, don't access. That's what I'm going to show you. But ideally, see, this is only for the client side validation. But again, that is not the actual way of validating the data. So you should not trust, right? You should not do the validation based on the name or email. Validation means it should and it must be based on the right what I can say based on the role. And you already know how to implement role-based authentication. And to implement role-based authentication, whatever the changes is required within your entities, that is what you need. So in this case, one customer is there. So you need to create one role entity. Inside that role entity, you have to maintain one-to-many relationship between customer and role. And then you need to define the role policy. And you need to add the roles, right? Whatever the assigned roles that what you need to add into the claims. What do you know? I'm not going to discuss those things again because here I'm not going to focus on that part. And why I'm not focusing? Because that part we have already discussed in detail, right? Whenever we are discussing the identity concept. And I assume you know, so you can enhance that, right, as per your requirement. Clear?
yeah, thanks. Yes.
Yeah. So once this is done, next what I need to do, I need to create my index page, right? So index view, which is going to display the list of templates with actions to update, delete, and one action to create the right to create a new template. So in this case, you can see I have provided one button to create a new template. When you click on this, it will redirect to the create action method of the template controller. So these are the header, plate name, type, created by, created date, and the actions means you can edit and you can delete. When you click on the edit, it will redirect to the edit action method by taking the template ID. Delete means it is going to redirect to the delete action method by taking the ID parameter. So that's what I have provided within this index action method. Do I need to explain anything here? Anything I need to explain what I'm doing? It's very simple, right? And you know this thing very well, right? Because this is what we are doing from a long time. Next, what I need to do, I need to create my create template action method. So right click, add view. Is there any error which is not allowing me to create a view? Yeah. So here in this case, what is the model name? Template. So that's what we need to update. Next, what I need to do? See, guys, see, whenever there are some issue, error, then the system will not allow you to create any view. So we have changed that name. So that is the reason why it is giving me error. Now, go ahead and create the view, and this time it should allow you to create view. Right? So this is my view data. Whatever the title you want to say, this is the title. This is the template name, right? The text box I'm providing. This is the template type, right? Template type means we have already this template type. So this enum we are converting into a drop-down list. And then this is my HTML content. I'm providing a text area. And this text area, to this text area, I'm going to include, right? I'm going to include my, right, what I can say. I'm going to include my CKEditor so that, right, you can edit the data in a proper manner. So these are my CKEditor section. This is my allowed placeholder. You can see in this page, right in the page, whatever the placeholder are allowed for the creating the custom template. So that list I'm providing here. So this customer name, order date, order number, product status, right? So these are the placeholder that what you can use. Apart from this thing, if you provide anything else, they will not be created as a placeholder. And this is my CK editor JavaScript link. And in this case, that HTML content, whatever I have provided, so that is going to be replaced with my CK editor. And this validate partial means for validating the data. And this partial view is already provided to us by, right? Who is providing this one? It is already provided to us by framework. So you do not need to think about what is this validated script parcel. This is already there. So for validating, for implementing the client side on obtrusive validation, whatever the file are required, those files are provided by this parcel view. In which view you need this, you just need to call this one. Clear? Clear, guys?
Yes.
Next, what I need to do, I need to create my edit view. So go to the edit view, click on this add view, give the name as edit. This is similar to what I can say our create view, but in this case, the data is going to be pre-populated. And again, that ID what right I'm going to store, I'm going to store in the hidden field based on the data is going to be updated. Completely same as my previous create view. Here you can see this is same, but only difference is that now I'm storing the hidden field. Otherwise, rest of the code they are going to be same. Clear? Clear, guys? So in this case, there is no differences. Only difference is that we are
Yes.
storing this hidden input. That's it. No other things. And that is, and why? Because in this case, while I'm updating, I need the ID. Based on this ID, only I'm going to update the data. And that is the reason why I'm storing that is in the hidden field. And here, I don't have that ID. And from this method, if you see, so when I'm creating the right, I mean the create view, I'm passing one empty template or model. And in the case of edit, I'm fetching the data from the database, that actual template model with the data that what I'm passing to the view. So this is my update method, or you can say edit method. Next, what I need to do, I need to create my delete method, right, which is responsible for providing a confirmation before the actual deletion. So this is my delete method. You can say this is my delete template. Whatever the information you want to show in the delete page, and this is my form method button. And this method, right, this form taking only one hidden field, that is delete. And this is my index action method. I mean, when you click on this cancel, it will redirect it to the template controller index action method, that what it is provided. So that's it. So we have created all our right views. Next, what I need to do, I need to modify my right, what I can say, the layout.css table view. So in this view, what I'm doing, please observe. So in this page, first of all, I'm checking whether the user is authenticated. If the user is authenticated, then what I'm showing, I'm providing this create order and my order options. If the user is authenticated, I'm providing this create order and my order. So create my order means to see the list of orders. Create order means to create or to place a new order. So these two options I'm providing. Again, in this case, if the user is authenticated, right, I mean user identity is not null, user is authenticated, and here what I'm doing, I'm fetching that user claim type value, having this user authenticated user. having the email claim, and is this value is equals to admin@example.com. If this email claim is available and this email claim with a value is this one, that means it is the admin user. For the admin user, please provide this manage template button. I mean, this menu is only visible when the user is authenticated and when the user email claim value is going to be admin@example.com. So now that is fine. Now, if the user is authenticated, right, then what I need to do? I need to show the logout button. Otherwise, what I need to do? I need to show the login and the register button. Clear?
Yeah.
Right. So that is what and the respected library. Here you can see validate.mean.js. So these things are available. So this partial view is not recorded. So you can simply remove the statement. Why? Because that is already provided in the, right, what I can say, layout.json, layout file. So layout file means you can remove this thing here. Okay. So with these changes, our application is ready. So let me check whether we have generated the migration file or not. Did we generate the migration file? So this is my migration file. And what is the database in this case? Database is e-commerce TP. I might be have deleted that database. Okay, so let me do one more thing. Let me create this database one more time. So before that, let me build the application to make sure, right, everything is working as expected. There is no compilation error. So there is some issue. Okay, let us figure out where is the issue. Yeah, so this is the issue. So the model name is going to be template. In the edit case, that again the model name is going to be fine. Create case, the model is fine. This is also fine. And in the layout page, okay. Now build the solution one more time. Yeah. Now this time it is succeeded. So go and generate the migration file. Add migration image one update database. So now first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to log in with the admin user and I'm going to create few templates. So let me log in into the application. So by default, it will, right, you can see the user is not logged in. You can register a new user here, right? Otherwise, what you can do, you can go in with this login option. For example, I want to create a few templates. So I want to log in using the admin user. So this is the email ID. So that what I'm providing here, admin, password equals to also admin. So that is what I have provided. Okay. So currently this admin user, he doesn't purchase any order. That is the reason why you currently have no order. Now, what is our intention? I want to create a few templates. So let me go ahead and create a template. Here you can see while you are creating the template, whatever the placeholder you can use, which are going to be replaced by the system, that placeholder list it is showing here. And here, for example, I want to create one order completion template. So select that template type from the drop down list and then right provide the template. So this is the template that what I'm using. So within this is my order creation template. Here you can see I'm using the placeholder like customer name. This is going to be replaced with the actual customer name, order date, order number, order status. Right, these are the header, product, quantity, unit price, amount. This is my total amount. This is my list of products. So all this information I have provided. Now it is up to you how you are going to make the looks and feels, right? I mean, what changes you need to do, what HTML you need to include to make this PDF looks more beautiful. That is up to you, and that is editable, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to provide this content, and then I'm going to click on the save template method. So once I click, you can see that is created. Now you can edit this one, right? This is fine, right? So it is up to you only. Now I want to create one right order cancelled template. This name, whatever you can provide, this is the selected name, and then you have to provide the template, right? So here for cancellation, I'm having a different template. That's what I have provided. Again, here you can see we are having different type of message and all this thing, right? So whatever, right, format you want the PDF to be, not as PDF to be, that what you can specify. And while specifying, these are the data that what you can include. Apart from this, any other placeholder, they will not be replaced by the system. So now click on the save button. Now I want to create one pending template. So I'm only showing the sorry, the order status related template. If you want to send the email right at the time of payment, then for that purpose, what you need to do, you can select that payment status, payment success, payment failed, payment pending, customer registration, right? Whatever template you want to provide, that what you can provide. Now what I'm going to do, order pending. So I'm selecting order pending. So this is my template there, and I just click on the save. So you can also edit this template. You can also delete this template. That is also possible. So now the template is created. Now what I want to do is I want to log in as a user. So Pranay Kumar 777. This is my right. What I can say username I have provided. Whatever the password, this is my password. That's what I'm going to provide to log. So now I logged in using this user. So currently you can see I don't have any order. Now I want to place on one order. So to place one order, right, I need to click on this create order button. See, by default you can see all the product items are showing here with the quantity as 0 and a 0. I mean they have not selected any quantity. So let assume this is the cart page. So here you can see I can provide some quantity. Here you can increase, here you can decrease, and the calculation is going to be as expected. Now, if you want to remove this one, that what you can also remove here. So in this case, the logic, whatever we have written, so now if you do not remove this item, if you submit the data, then this is not going to be stored in the database because the quantity is 0. So with this option, let me place one order. So I just place one order. Once the rate order is created with the status pending, it is taking me to the payment page. In the payment page, right, it is showing that order number, whatever the order amount, payment method. Now I want to make this payment as a successful. Successful means I need to select this credit card. So once I select the credit card, click on the pay now button. It your order placed successfully. I'm getting the appropriate message. At the same time, please go ahead and check your email, right? Whether you got that payment success email or not. So, Pranay Kumar 7. See, in this case, you can see I'm getting this invoice. Now open this invoice. See this iron software I'm getting. See the software, whatever I have created, that is not a licensed version. So as the software is not a licensed version, as I'm using Iron PDF library, so their name is coming as a watermark. So if you want to remove this name, then what you need to do, you have to use their paid version. For that purpose, you need to get license. How to get license? See, so just click on this link, right? It will redirect you to one page. It will ask you to provide your business name, your name, email, and click on the submit button. And then automatically, right, that is the trial key. That license key you will get as a, right, what I can say, you will get as a email. And once you got the license right through your email, that license you can use within your application. For example, that license is going to be look something like this, right? in my application, I have already got the license. That license is going to be something like this. So you will get this as a email, right? For example, if you want to see the email, okay, let me also see that the license, I'm getting something like this. Clear?
That's clear.
Right? So that license, how to use? You have to use ironpdf.license.license key. So now let us try to, we have generate one right PDF without license. Now let us proceed and generate one more license. Right, one more PDF with license. Now you can say automatically that cookie based authentication is enabled. So automatically it is logging. If you click on this my orders page, then you will see this one. Now, if you click on this download button, again that invoice is going to be downloaded. And that invoice, right? This time you can see this is without their read watermark. Why? Because we have provided the 30 days trial license. Clear? Now, now let us proceed and create, right? A few more, right? What I can say, orders. Okay, let me go ahead. Two, three, four. Place the order, and let's try to simulate that failed scenario. So I select paper. Paper means it is going to be in failed state. Let's say order is cancelled. We are sorry, your order has been cancelled, and this is the order detail. Download the invoice. Again, you will see that invoice. Right now, let us proceed and see how to create a rate. And again, you can see that the cancel button is coming. Now, I want to create one order with the pending status. So one, and this is going to. So I'm not providing this photo, this option quantity as anything. So currently zero means this will not be created as part of the order. So now please click on this item, select a COD. COD means it is going to create the order with a pending status. See, rate pending payment, right? You are awaiting payment information, and here you can see the total amount. It is showing zero. So why it is showing zero? Let us try to observe. So in this case, we do not have that payment confirmation. So as but ideally, if the order is in pending state, that data should come here. Why it is not coming? Let us try to observe. Ideally, the data should come in the order confirmation page. So let me go to the order placed page. So this is as no tracking order items include payment, right? In this case, right, is there any payment entry into the table? Definitely, we should have one payment entry. But why it is not coming? Let us type option. So I'm getting this three. I'm going to fetch the data from the database. What data I'm getting? I'm getting this data. So customer information, order, all these things, right? Total amount. So why the total amount is zero? Order status pending, but the total amount is zero. That means in the order table, that the total amount we are storing. So let me check in the order table. Are you storing that? e-commerce DB. This is my table. And then the orders table. For the third order, whose ID is 3, you can see what value it is storing? 0. Now, if you check the order ID 3, go to the order items table, then see any record is there for the order ID 3? No. That means those informations are not stored in the database. So why it is not storing? Let us try to observe. So which method is responsible for creating the order? Is the create method. So any custom logic what we have written, it is not creating the order. Let us try to observe. So in this case, if the order quantity item dot quantity is less than equals to 0, so this logic, I mean, this is the logic which is causing the issue. So basically, right, what exactly it means, right? If this means if the quantity equals to whatever the quantity we provided here, 0, 0 is less than equals to 0, condition satisfying or not? Okay. Okay, let us do this thing very practically. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new order. Okay, let me complete this one because right, how to investigate at what I'm going to show you. I remove this thing. I select some quantity here and here. I'm going with 0 for this one. So three items are there, but for this one, the quantity is 0. Okay, let's make this quantity as 0. So now place the order. So now I'm running the application in debugging mode. So here you can see my order object is created. Now I have not yet added any quantity and anything to the database. So first of all, checking this one. So currently, what is the item quantity? What is the quantity value?
Zero.
Zero.
Zero. Zero. So now let's check. So 0 means this is not execute. Now again I'm coming. So what is the item quantity? 1. So 1 means it should continue. So for the product ID, what is the product ID I'm getting here? 2. So this is my product ID. I have created one order item, right? Again, I'm calling this one item. This time that product ID 3.1. Now, now it is calculating the total amount. Total amount is this one. That is fine. Proceed and then redirect it to the payment screen. So it is showing this amount, right? In the payment page, right? This is what it is processing. Okay, let me please put a right a breakpoint here in the payment page. So I'm providing the COD option. Click on this one. Now, let's try to observe. So what I'm doing here, I'm fetching the order details. So this is my order detail. Total amount is this one, and order. All these informations are there. Customer ID, order, everything is there. Now, what I'm doing, payment status. Payment status PayPal, no. Payment status COD, yes. Payment status COD means order status is going to be in pending state, and this is pending state, and creating the order of the right payment object. So that is fine. This is fine. So everything is fine. Then why I'm getting this?
Earlier we got the zero value in the payment page itself.
Sorry.
Earlier we got the in the payment page itself. Earlier we got the amount as zero. So as we asked the add the last quantity as zero, I think it should be the issue.
So this
You
time
can
it
try
is
that way.
working. This time it is working.
Yeah, last time we ordered the quantity zero for the last third item, last item. So it is adding as zero. It
Okay.
seems we need to check like that.
Okay. So basically, so whatever the scenario you are talking, I'm taking the same scenario. Okay. So this is what you
Yeah.
are
Okay.
talking.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Let us go with this option also. So in this case, I have added one item. The second item is also added. For the third time, right, it is going to be continue, right? So quantity is 0. So this time it will continue. So it is come outside the right here. So this time the amount is there for 1498, right? So 1498 it is showing. Let me go with the COD option. Click on this one. Right. So again, this time, right? Because till now, if we are coming to this page without any issue, means the data is already there. So order is placed. Order ID 5. See, I'm getting the data as expected. Why I'm not getting at that time? Even I'm not sure. Clear? I'm not sure because the same right condition or everything I'm doing now and it is working.
Yes, but the last time the payment page itself we got the 0. That's what I observed earlier.
I'm not sure, right? How that I mean, how that becomes zero. Okay. In the products table, let assume price is already fine. So everything is fine. How it becomes zero, even I'm not sure. Clear? If you guys still facing that issue, let me know. Because for me, right now it is working, everything is fine. Even I'm not, I'm surprised how it becomes zero. Clear?
Okay.
Yes, yes.
But when we debug the application, it is working as expected. Then how it becomes zero at that time, even I'm not sure. Okay, so let me do one thing, right? Without a debug mode, let me run the application one more time. Let's see whether right I'm getting the issue because of the I'm not getting the issue because of the debugging. So one, and okay, let assume this one I have selected. So quantity two I have selected. Again, that will be- see, I'm getting the amount. It's working fine. Clear?
That's clear.
Yes.
Right. So here you can click on this download invoice. You can also get the invoice, pending invoice. So now go to my order. Here, if you click on this download invoice, you will get the successful invoice. If you click on this cancel one button, you will get the cancelled invoice. Right. So basically till now we have discussed right three different library to use to generate the PDF. One is itext7, another is rotativa, and the last one right in this demo we have discussed the iron PDF. So one more thing is remaining that what I will discuss tomorrow. That is also one very interesting thing related to security. So if you guys remember, whenever you are getting your payment payslip, right? If you are downloading the payslip, or whenever you are getting your payment slip for the HR team, that payment slip, what if you want to open? Once you click, it is going to be opened, or it is asking you to enter some kind of password,
It is asking for password.
right? For example, you are request for the rate invoice, right? For example, you are using credit card, right? And you are getting the credit card statement. So when you are trying to open that credit card statement PDF, is that open directly or it is asking you to enter the password? Guys, tell me.
It will ask for password, sir.
So how to implement that functionality? That is what we will discuss tomorrow. So the last
Yeah.
thing, that is what for the file handling is, right? How to generate password protected PDF and how we can send those password protected PDF as an attachment to the customer email ID and how we'll provide that instruction how to open the password that what we will implement that will be the last session of file handling. So file handling, one chapter is remaining, right? I mean, one chapter is remaining related to MVC. That is the how you can host page, right? That bundling, minification, hosting, SSL. So right? So that is what we will take, right? At least 2 to 3 sessions. And within 2 to 3 sessions, our MVC concepts are going to be complete. Clear?
That's good.
Right. So with this much of knowledge, right, MVC concept, now I hope, right, we have discussed different types of a domain experience, how to develop different kind of application, different kind of a functionality. Now you can ask any functionality, that is what you are going to implement. If we have not implement, ask me. So we have generated, right, we have discussed how to generate report, how to generate bar chart, and how to implement pagination, filtering, sorting, searching, right? All these things we have discussed along with a different kind of a functionality related to what I can say, membership management, how you can manage the data of a customer efficiently, how to implement the different kind of authentication, authorization, all these things we have discussed, right? So by taking this knowledge and experience, now you can start developing project. And after that, a few concept, right? Whatever remaining with the MVC once we completed, then again we'll start, right, some of the things, right, which we have not yet discussed. That is ADO.NET. Because, right, when till now, whatever the examples we have discussed, whether it is using MVC or whether it is using Web API, we are using entity framework or code first approach. And guys, believe me, I'm a code first approach guy. I generally prefer to work with entity framework or code first approach. I don't like to use ADO.NET and all this thing. But yes, as ADO.NET is also one of the data access technology. So definitely we are going to learn ADO.NET in detail. Right? So in detail means I will discuss the basic concept first, whatever all the related concepts which are related to ADO.NET. And once those concepts are completed, then I will develop one complete real-time application. Again, one real-time application using ADO. And that application, what I'm going to develop using ADO.NET, it is completely real-time. Minimum 20 to 25 database table are going to be involved, and how we can manage the data on the database table using storage procedure, function, views, right? All these things. How you can use ADO.NET to manage the data. That is what we are going to discuss. That is the complete hotel management application. So we have discussed, right, different type of domain knowledge projects. So again, another right, one of the important is right, what I can say, hotel management. I have thinking to give one real time example, right, what I can say, something right related to e-commerce. But what I have thought, we have already discussed so many concepts related to e-commerce application, and now you have some kind of experience into e-commerce application. So let us proceed with a different domain. And for that purpose, right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use that hotel management application. Clear?
That's
Yes.
good.
Again, right. Please do practices until and unless you are not doing practices, right? You will not get the clarity. Practice is important. And right after modifying the documentation, right, providing the updated with the updated changes, I'm going to give you this right what I can say document, so you can practice by yourself. Clear?
Sir, filters we have completed or
Sorry?
filters.
No, no, filter. That is what I'm saying. Na. See, right? If you look at the syllabus, right? Filters, I have moved to where? I have moved to ASP.NET Core WPPA. Right? So if you look at the syllabus, ADO.NET is pending. MVC syllabus, you can see all these techniques are there. We have already discussed. File handling, almost it is going to be completed, right? Now you can see whatever how to upload file, how to restrict file upload type, how to restrict file upload size, how to save file data to database, how to display images, delete images, upload multiple file, export data, import data, generate PDF. This password protected PDF is remaining, and right. And how to send the email with the attachment, that is what we have also discussed. So only this part is remaining, right? And after then, right, whatever the right concept you are asking, that is file handling. That's what I'm going to discuss right with the ASP.NET Core Web API. In Web API, I'm going to start with this Web API versioning, right? Crowd operation using, so I mean, this is nothing but your repository pattern. So this filter concept I'm going to discuss with the Web API. Here, and some advanced concepts, right? Guys, we have completed SSO or not?
Yes, completed.
So this is sorting, filtering, pagination. These things is already completed, right? Because we have already discussed how to implement filtering, how to implement sorting. I mean, sorting the data based on the name, salary, all these things. Pagination, that is also we have already implemented. This is throttling and rate limiting. It is basically coming into picture, right, in your load balancing environment. Minimal API, it is one of the. See, guys, remember this minimal API. It is completely right. Right, whatever I have provided with your syllabus, I'm not going to discuss. I'm going to discuss with the updated syllabus, right? Updated syllabus in the sense what I'm going to discuss with the new batch, whatever the concept. So that is what I'm going to cover, right? And also, right, what I'm going to do is definitely this unit testing is going to be there, which I'm going to discuss, and this hotel booking application and the Git repository. So these are the things which are remaining. So filter, I will discuss with right what I can say ASP.NET Core Web API. Because right as a .NET developer nowadays your most right what I can say your main job is to develop web services, and for developing services you need to use Web API, and that is the reason why I have moved that filter concept from MVC towards Web API. Clear?
Yes.
Right. But again, so those concepts I'm going to discuss. But before that, what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to complete my ADO.NET things, right? So this ADO.NET syllabus is there, which we have not yet discussed. So this ADO.NET concept, first of all, I will explain. After ADO.NET, using ADO.NET, I will develop this hotel booking application, right? The way we have discussed that e-commerce application, so we'll discuss this complete application, hotel booking application, including the cancellation, payment, reservation, such functionality, amenities, right? Everything I'm going to discuss using ADO.NET. Once these two things are completed, then only we'll back to our Web API concept and whatever remaining concepts. That's what we are going to complete. Clear? So mostly by this weekend, I'm trying to cover the remaining part of your Web API. So very few things are available. Right, this is what we are going to discuss. Clear? Anyone having any question?
Clear.
Thank you, guys.